Ving Rhames, the actor known for his deep, commanding voice that could strike fear into even the toughest of criminals, has earned the reputation of being one of Hollywood's ultimate tough guys. This is a man who could likely intimidate a shark with just a look. Rhames has been a long-standing staple in the Mission Impossible franchise, where his presence feels like it's been constant forever. But recently, his life has taken some wild turns, including name changes, police encounters, and even a surprising absence from one of the biggest Mission Impossible films. Intrigued? Let's dive into the fascinating life of Ving Rhames. Born Irving Ramesses Rhames on May 12, 1959, in the bustling streets of New York City, Rhames has come a long way from his humble beginnings. The story of how he transitioned from Irving to Ving is a quirky tale in itself. For a while, he tried to keep it a secret, but the press eventually found out. His given name was Irving, but people started calling him Ving as a nickname, and it just stuck. Why his mother gave him such a sweet Jewish name like Irving, even he doesn't know, but he isn't mad about it. Rhames grew up in a family that emphasized education and the arts, a household of intellectuals in New York City. He attended the High School of Performing Arts, and after that, his passion for acting led him to study drama at Juilliard, one of the most prestigious schools for aspiring actors. Reflecting on his time there, he once shared that being accepted into Juilliard on scholarship gave him a strong foundation for his versatile acting career. At Juilliard, Rhames wasn't just any student, he was in excellent company. He graduated alongside Kevin Spacey and Kelly McGillis, both of whom went on to have illustrious careers. Juilliard alumni include Hollywood giants like Kevin Kline, Robin Williams, and Mandy Patinkin, and Rhames is proud to be a part of that elite group. By the 1990s, Ving Rhames' career was on a serious upswing. With his rugged charm and intense performances, he became the talk of Hollywood. He appeared in major films like Pulp Fiction, Con Air, and of course, the Mission Impossible series. In these roles, Rhames embodied everything from tough action heroes to suave spies, displaying his range and cementing his place as a Hollywood icon. His performance as Nathan Jones, aka Diamond Dog in Con Air, is just one example of his ability to bring gravitas to any character. Rhames' signature brooding gaze could either melt your heart or freeze you in your tracks, depending on the role. It's that kind of intensity that has made him a standout in Hollywood. Even in the most mundane films, Rhames' presence alone makes him worth watching. One of his most impressive feats was winning a Golden Globe for his portrayal of boxing promoter Don King in a television movie. In a moment that felt straight out of one of his films, Rhames gave away his Golden Globe to another actor, Jack Lemmon, believing Lemmon deserved it more. It was a move that left the audience stunned and showed that Rhames wasn't just a talented actor, but a man of deep integrity. Speaking of his voice, Rhames' deep, resonant tone is one of his most recognizable traits. It's the kind of voice that could make even a simple cartoon character sound like a force of nature. In fact, Rhames has done voice work for animation, where his gravelly voice adds layers of personality to his characters. It's no surprise that he is one of the most sought-after talents in Hollywood. Over the years, Rhames has taken on a wide variety of roles, showing that his range as an actor is as wide as the Atlantic Ocean. One of his most powerful performances was in the film Baby Boy, where he played Melvin, a former convict and the boyfriend of Jodie's mother. Rhames' portrayal of Melvin was intense, and the tension between him and Jodie, played by Tyrese Gibson, reached a boiling point on screen. The raw emotion in their scenes left a lasting impact on audiences. Word has it that Rhames' intensity on set sometimes spilled over into real life. Tyrese has openly admitted that Rhames' dedication to his character in Baby Boy left a mark on him, both literally and figuratively. In one particularly intense scene, Rhames put Tyrese in a chokehold so tight that Tyrese called out for his mother. The incident stuck with Tyrese, who, to this day, feels a bit rattled whenever he sees Rhames. Omar Gooding, another cast member from Baby Boy, shared similar stories about Rhames' intensity during rehearsals. Gooding recalled how Rhames would push everyone to their limits, challenging them to step up their game. Gooding admitted that at times he felt overwhelmed by Rhames's energy, but he also appreciated how much it pushed him to perform better. Rhames' dedication to his craft has made him a staple in the Mission Impossible franchise, where he plays Luther Stickle, the tech-savvy, voice-of-reason IMF agent. He's the only actor besides Tom Cruise to appear in every Mission Impossible film, with the exception of Ghost Protocol. More on that later. In the franchise, Rhames' character brings balance to all the chaos, offering the audience a relatable figure while Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise, runs, jumps, and fights his way through impossible missions. However, Rhames' absence from the fourth Mission Impossible film, Ghost Protocol, caused a stir. Fans speculated wildly about why he wasn't in the movie, but Rhames later revealed that it was due to budget cuts. Despite this, he did make a brief cameo in the film after negotiating a deal that earned him a whopping $7.7 million for just 39 seconds of screen time. Talk about securing the bag. In addition to his Hollywood success, Rhames' personal life took a harrowing turn in 2016 when a misunderstanding with police could have ended tragically. Rhames was at home in Santa Monica when police arrived with guns drawn, responding to a 911 call about a large black man allegedly breaking into a house. The situation was diffused only when one of the officers recognized Rhames, not from his acting career, but because their sons played basketball together on rival teams. The whole incident was a shocking reminder of the racial profiling that still plagues society, and Rhames has since spoken out about the need for better communication between communities and law enforcement. Despite his tough guy persona, Rhames is a man with a big heart. He's been involved in numerous charity efforts and has used his fame to help those in need. One of the most touching stories from his life involves his long-lost brother. While filming The Saint of Fort Washington, Rhames encountered a homeless man on the street who turned out to be his brother, who had been estranged from the family after serving in Vietnam. Rhames immediately took him in, providing him with food, clothes, and a place to stay. This experience deeply affected Rhames, further motivating him to give back. With an estimated net worth of $16 million, Rhames has built an incredible career. Yet, what makes him truly remarkable isn't just his success on the big screen, but his commitment to making a difference in the world. Whether he's portraying a tough-as-nails character or giving away his Golden Globe, Ving Rhames remains a class act, both on and off the screen. From his breakout role in Pulp Fiction to his enduring presence in the Mission Impossible franchise, Ving Rhames has left an indelible mark on Hollywood. His powerful performances, coupled with his humanitarian efforts, have solidified his place as a true legend. So, the next time you see him in one of his iconic roles, take a moment to appreciate the incredible talent and compassion that make Ving Rhames one of a kind. Forging his reputation by playing tough and often frightening characters, Ving Rhames has built a career as a stage, film, and television actor that has had few lulls since he landed his first role in the early 1980s. Many of the characters he has played have been prototypes of real-life thugs and criminals who were commonplace in the gritty urban environment where he grew up. On the Cinemania website on the internet, Rhames is defined as a character player of stage and screen who has embodied complex, incredible heavies and flawed men of authority. I grew up in the same neighborhood with drug kings and gangsters, admitted Rhames on the People magazine website. Raised on 126th Street in the Harlem area of New York City, he credits his mother with helping him stay on the straight path toward adulthood. "She has been such a strong influence in my life," noted the actor about his mother in press materials from Rogers & Cowan, a public relations firm serving the entertainment industry. That, in large part, is the reason why I didn't allow myself to fall into the peer pressure of my neighborhood. I just always aimed to be a good son to my mother, who I felt deserved more and far better. Rhames cited a ninth grade teacher, Miss Goodblatt, as an important catalyst for his future acting career. "When we would do reading in class, Miss Goodblatt would call on me to read," Rhames recalled in People. "She said I had a talent. He auditioned for the prestigious High School of Performing Arts in New York City and became the only student from his junior high school to be accepted. Rhames's talent blossomed during his years at the High School of Performing Arts, allowing him to earn a drama scholarship to the Juilliard School. Upon graduation from Juilliard in 1983, Rhames quickly found work. "I graduated on a Friday," he said in People. "By Monday, I was doing Shakespeare in the Park." Rhames's training in the classics landed him numerous roles in plays by Ibsen, Moliere, and others on the regional theater circuit. He also appeared in off-Broadway productions of Map of the World, Short Eyes, Richard III, and Ascension Day. John Simone remarked in his New York Magazine review of Short Eyes that the only totally successful acting comes from the Black contingent, Ving Rhames, Reggie Montgomery, and especially Larry Fishburne. In 1984, Rhames broke into television with roles in daytime soap operas such as Another World and The Guiding Light. He also made his film debut as author James Baldwin's young father in Baldwin's autobiographical Go Tell It on the Mountain, which aired on PBS. He delivered a vigorous performance as a young Baptist preacher attempting to escape the strictures of the 1920s South, noted the Cinemania website of Rhames's performance in the film. On stage and screen, throughout the 1980s, Rhames made frequent appearances on television, in the movies, and on Broadway. He was cast as a soldier in Vietnam in the Broadway production of The Boys of Winter. In 1984, as a guest star on the television war drama Tour of Duty, in Brian De Palma's Casualties of War in 1989, and in Jacob's Ladder in 1990. Also, he appeared in the films Native Son in 1986 and Patty Hearst in 1988. In 1990, Rhames played Whoopi Goldberg's sensitive husband in The Long Walk Home, a film dealing with the early struggle for civil rights. This role offered Rhames an opportunity to expand his range beyond tough, bitter characters. In 1993, Rhames revealed a flair for comedy as well, playing an uptight Secret Service man in Dave. In 1993, during the filming of The Saint of Fort Washington in New York City, Rhames was unexpectedly reunited with his brother Junior, a troubled, homeless Vietnam veteran who'd been estranged from the Rhames family for years. Several scenes of the film were shot at a homeless shelter, with Rhames playing a street tough who took advantage of the homeless men. One day, Rhames recognized one of the men at the shelter as his long-lost brother. He brought his brother back to his apartment and helped him find a job. "I realized then, more than ever, that I am my brother's keeper, and we as human beings are all our brother's keepers," Rhames remarked in a Rogers and Cowan publicity release. "We have to take some responsibility in helping those less fortunate."